Janet Wakeland here with Remarkably Created, your fellow Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And tonight I'm going to take a few minutes to go through my in color product share, the new in colors for 2022 to 24, and also talk to you briefly about my paper and ribbon and embellishment shares. April marked my 26th anniversary as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and so because of that, I'm doing something really special for those of you who take advantage of my product shares. So let's go right ahead and let's flip that around. Let's bring in some good lighting here so we can see everything. So the colors in the paper and everything that we're looking at are from the new catalog, May 22 through April 23. This catalog goes live on May 3rd. If you're one of my customers or if you have requested a catalog from me, they are on their way to you. They should be arriving anytime. If you do not have a demonstrator that provides you with a catalog, then make sure that you message me your email and address so that I can get one to you. But the products that we're going to be looking at tonight come from this catalog. So the very first thing is the beautiful new in colors. Stampin' Up! Has a program with in colors whereby they introduce 5 in colors that are good for 2 years, which means that we always have 5 colors coming and 5 colors going. The colors are usually trendy and they kind of fit some of those voids in our core color line. So the new colors for 2022 to 24, we have our Tahitian Tide, Orchid Oasis, Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, and Starry Sky. And if you go up under the media tab and click on videos, you can see a comparison and contrast video that I did, putting the cardstock next to all of the current color videos. So if you're like, well, how close is this to Pacific Point? How close is this to Gorgeous Grape? How close is this to Poppy Parade, Granny Apple Green, Night of Navy, etc.? You can see that in that video I did. You're going to realize very quickly that they are very unique, amazing, beautiful colors. Work great with some beautiful papers that you're going to see, and also on their own. One of the amazing things about Stampin' Up! That I love is their color coordination. So we don't just have inks. You're going to see me refer and talk a little bit more about the inks as well as our alcohol-based Stampin' Blends and our markers. Also, different papers, we have different embellishments, ribbons, and things like that. So keeping all of this in mind, that's part of my special offer, so you're going to want to be kind of paying attention to that. But let's look exactly at a product share. For those of you who are not familiar with a product share, it is a nice way to get a taste of all of the products, say for example in this case, a taste of all of our in color products without having to spend a couple of $100s to buy full packs of every one of them. So in my case this year I'm trying something new. My in color product share is going to include full sheets of cardstock because some of you are doing slimline cards, some of you cut your cards hot dog cut, some of you do hamburger cut. So you're going to get four full sheets, boy that's a tongue twister, of each one of the new in colors. So that's 20 sheets as part of the share so that you can cut them the way that you want them. In addition, some of you cut them down and mount them on white cardstock using white as your base. So I wanted to give you lots of choices by giving you full cardstock sheets. So that's one way, one of the items in the share. The other thing is that Stampin' Up! Has, I call this monochromatic because it's really just tone on tone designer papers. There's no blacks or any other color in them, so it's just tone on tone. And so they have this really fun designer paper, and you're going to get all of the papers seen here. And the reason why you're going to get 2 of each is because you've got different prints. So you're going to have all of these designer papers that you see here as part of the share. Who doesn't love a little bit of sparkle, right? And so something else, and I'm missing one here, hopefully it'll turn up. There is actually, there it is, it's underneath. We've got this beautiful glimmer paper, and it is in all of the colors, so it's going to coordinate with the cardstock, it's going to coordinate with the designer paper, it's going to coordinate with the other papers I'm getting ready to show you. Full sheets, 8.5 by 11. This paper comes as 6x6, so we're going to leave it that way and send you the full 6x6. This will be cut down to 6x6 for you. Again, keeping the cardstock as similar as possible will make storage easier. Then we have this amazing new suite of products called Tea Boutique. And the paper that was designed for the Tea Boutique suite happens to incorporate all 5 of the new in colors. So you are going to see that Orchid Oasis, that Tahitian Tide, that beautiful Sweet Sorbet, that really pretty Parakeet Party. And so you're going to have 12 different sheets. They are different on both sides, but again, they coordinate. So you're going to have lots and lots of pieces, guys, to mix and match together with that in color suite. Then something else is we have this beautiful shimmery ribbon in those 5 colors, and you'll have a yard of each. That's going to go really far, depending on, you know, whether you wrap it twice around the card, make a small bow, tie a tag with it, you know, but a yard is a good amount for you. Then there is also this baker's twine that is in all 5 of the current new colors, and you're also going to receive a yard each of all of that. These technically aren't in colors, but they work so well with this suite that I can't not include it. The grape dots actually just kind of give you that little bit of contrast against the Orchid Oasis. This here is really kind of more of a melon mambo, but it does work really well to pull out some of the colors in the papers. I was playing with it. And the same thing here with your Tahitian Tide. So you're going to get some of those. And then you're also going to get some of the actual in colors. These are matte. They look like the candies we used to eat way back. Some of you know what I'm talking about, those candy dots. But you're going to get a sampling of those matte dots as well. And then lastly, as part of the whole suite of products in colors, are these beautiful note cards and envelopes. The note cards are printed. On one side, the front would be the front of your card, and then they're white on the inside, which really reduces the amount of layering. And then the beautiful printed envelopes. So you've got these beautiful note cards that are going to be a part of that share. And with all of my shares, I have 3 of them. We have the in color one here that I've taken you through completely. I'm going to show you some ideas of what the designer paper one is going to look like. And then we'll talk a little bit about the ribbon and embellishment share. With all of those shares, you will be given the opportunity to purchase the in color Stampin' Blends, the in color ink pads, the in color refills, in color whole cardstock packs, any of these other products, again, at a very significant savings, again, in honor of my 26th anniversary with Stampin' Up. I wanted to do something really big and really fun for you. All of the details as far as a reminder of exactly everything that's in my share, exactly what that discount is on the in color products, that's all in my newsletter that I sent to my customers. My customer mailing list is open to everybody in the world. I don't have any secrets. It's a free newsletter. It has tutorials. You can always check to see what I'm doing and what I'm offering in that newsletter. But it has all of the details, all of the pricing, when things will ship, when you can expect to have them in your hands, all of that stuff. And whether you're a customer or a demonstrator, the shares are open to you. And my newsletter is. So just make sure that, excuse me, you message me with your email to get a copy of all of those details. So then let's kind of move this off to the side. This is just a whole bunch of bright yumminess. This just feels like summer and happiness. And there is a beautiful new suite called Happiness Abounds that kind of ties in with all of this as well too. If you hear something hit the floor, it's okay. It really is. So then, designer papers. We have so many designer papers. As demonstrators, we are only given some items to pre-purchase ahead of time. So while I cannot show you the entire product share for the designer papers, I can give you a feel for what you might expect. My designer paper share is a variety of 6x6 when the paper comes as 6x6, and then there's some fun vellums that are a little smaller that will also be included. So, but they will be 6x6, and everything that has an N and is new next to it, including a sampling of the new host papers. The new host papers is probably one of the most amazing deals in the catalog. It's literally like getting 4 packs of 12 by 12 paper for $18. And you're gonna see more of it underneath as we go through it. But beautiful papers, fun patterns. So you will get a sampling of that host paper. This is the paper I used for the card that I posted this morning. And this is the paper that coordinates with the Happiness Abounds dies. This flower, this leaf, and this flower. So 4 of the images can be die cut direct from the paper. And look at this vibrancy. And again, there's some more of the in colors used in this suite as well. And then we flip it over and just look how much fun, guys. So this is an example of, again, some of the paper. Sun Prints is another suite. It's kind of a bluesy suite. It'll have you feeling the blues in a good way. But we've got these beautiful sun prints, and I'm probably pulled some out to already start playing with them. We'll figure it out as we go through it. But you can see that tone on tone. And again, you'll receive 6x6 of everything that is considered new. I'm just showing you a few to kind of get you interested. This is some more. There it is. Some more of that host paper. Look at how fun these prints are, guys. I love to bike ride, so of course I'm all over the bicycle paper. But look at these. Look at this. Imagine that with the ocean front and the Waves of Inspiration bundle. Isn't that going to be fun? And some of these are just really bold. I love that. And actually, even though that's really bold, where did that piece of paper go I just had in my hand? Look at that. Is that gonna be cool together? Kind of that juxtaposition of soft florals and then a big bold graphic print. That's gonna just be really fun. And there's some more florals there for you. Then we have this fun pack of paper here. It's got some, there's a folder that matches it with the ferns and things like that. So you've got your different tones, and then you've got your backgrounds. So you're gonna be looking at those. And there's just some more of the paper so you can kind of see those prints. Aren't those gorgeous? This looks like it's done bleaching, and I know there's also a technique where you do put things out in the sun, which is where the name sun prints come from, and then you can fade clothing and fade different things. Okay, so we've already seen that one. Obviously, I like that one a lot. We've put that back in there twice. This is from the He's the Man bundle, and you're only gonna see 5 pieces of paper here, because the 6th piece will not be included in the share, and that is outlined. And the reason being is because the 6th piece of paper in the share is not a piece of paper. It is beautiful die cuts. And you already saw a sneak peek of one of them when I did the car with the sweet little van with the surfboard on top of it. So you will just get the 5 because there's just not a good way of divvying up those pieces. But isn't that beautiful? It's a lot of fun. Got people that love to camp and be outdoors. People that love to barbecue. You've seen that sneak peek. So beautiful. He's all that sweet paper. This paper, let's see if we can catch it. Look how pretty that is. It's just like this elegant tapestry. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. And it is in 3 colors. So you've got that beautiful print. You saw this on the card this morning too. And then, of course, black and white paper is always a favorite. Anything that has a black and white color scheme just opens you up to endless, endless, endless possibilities. Whether you spritz color over it, whether you use a dauber or a sponge, you use markers, you take the time to very, very carefully watercolor it with a brush and our ink pads, or you use the Stampin' Blends in it. You're going to have lots of possibilities with our beautiful florals. And then just black and white always also acts as a great accent for things. And so again, while I don't have all of the papers, trust me, there is so many more. Like I said, you'll have over 110 6x6 squares with the designer paper shares, as well as that opportunity to purchase the in color products at a discount. And then lastly, what you're not seeing here is that I always offer also a separate little side share that is just ribbons and embellishments. Everybody has a little different thing that they love with crafting. Some people love the papers, some people love the in colors and just want, you know, the 5 new in color products. And some people really just love the ribbon and embellishments to kind of just fluff up what they already have in their crafting stash. Of course, you can always purchase all 3 as well too. So just a quick reminder, I am taking reservations and then I will begin invoicing for payment on April 27th. Everybody who is paid for the share by May 2nd, the night before the catalog goes live, I always overnight my very first order of new product to me, which means that I would have your product to me literally within 24 to 48 hours and back out to you as early as May 10th, guys. So great perk and a great bonus and a great reason to go ahead and reserve your share and get it ordered by May 2nd. Email me, janet@remarkablycreated.com, or message me with your email if you didn't get the details of the shares, you're not on my mailing list, and would like copies of that share. So thanks for joining me for a few minutes tonight, guys. Lots and lots of wonderful stuff coming in this beautiful new catalog. I mean, again, I just scratched the surface with some of these teasers tonight. Thanks, guys.